Award-winning Berita, songwriter, singer, and vocalist, definitely opening up with the show. She's, of course, our Woman Crush Wednesday. We are, of course, speaking to her a little later on the show with a brand new single titled Ndicel'iKiss. I wonder, Ndicel'iKiss, but... guys, we are going to speak to her a little later on the show. We're going to find out, I wonder, we're in love now. This is Ekse, right here on Cape Town TV. I'm still joining us, better known as Ubutfliki. Welcome to the biggest entertainment and youth education show right here in the land. But right now, let's check out what's happening on the lookout. Who's on the show today? Riza, Abash.
Hey man, why don't I get a kiss, hey? Why don't I get a kiss? And what an amazing way to open the show. I feel in love. My ex need to call me back just so that I can feel the love and everything, man, going on. But welcome to it. The name of the show is Ekse. We are live from 4 till 5 p.m. Khadalio, Maya, Paya, Opaya, Oman, Amo. Say for we are serving you a delicious meal of entertainment.
Ayeke uchiloke urizange esiqhelo asifika ngasigalelekile ivulweke itepu sihlale nathi ke ku channel 263 gama ngusiya kwaMbikwana and yami nto
Yeah, this is me, Amy Maya out here in the building, right, with these lovely gentlemen next to me.
Oh yes,
all about
and
stop
Wednesday
it.
madness. Yes.
Stop it.
What is your Wednesday inspiration?
Always to be here, you know.
Hallelujah.
The vibrations. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Because I feel it.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm in love. I'm in
love.
Ndicel'iKiss, please. Anybody for free. Ooh! Listen, man, the hashtag we're using today is hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. And we want to know from you, what is it that gives you a bit of wisdom on a Wednesday? And keep the tweets coming. We are Ekse_live on Twitter and on Facebook. We are Ekse on Cape Town TV. So make sure you're tapping in and telling us what it is that keeps you going.
And as trusted, we have a jam-packed lineup for you. We have Robotics. We have an awesome interview with Berita later on. We also have, what else do we have, Amy?
We also have
amnesia. Listen, and also we have the science news with Honorable Malachi as well. So make sure you stick around for that. I'm excited. I feel the love. I feel everything. And it's good to be back. Ik was eindelijk baie lang weg, but I'm back now.
We missed you
very much.
It's lovely to be missed. Yeah, it's lovely to be missed. We're going to take a quick breather when we come back. Ndicel'iKiss.
Madinamkele babukeli kwidesika yeScience neTechnology ndinibulise. Nqa kuloqala I-National Aeronautics and Space Administration, i-NASA ngamafutshane, ikhuphe umpapasho othi ii-astronauts ezimbini ezisebenza kwisikhululo sabo sasemoyeni sizokwenza imbali kule nyanga. U-Anne McLean kunye noChristina Koch bazothatha uhambo lusingisele emoyeni, i-spacewalk ngelasemzini, ngaphandle kwesikhululo sabo ngomhla wama-29 kule imiyo. Into evamileyo kwenziwa kodwa kuzobe kuqalwa ngqa ukuba kubekho iqela elingabasetyhini bodwa. Othethela iNASA uStephanie Sheeholz uthe, njengoba sicwangcisile uhambo lwasemoyeni lizoba ngokokuqala ukuthatyathwa ngabantu ababhinqileyo bodwa. Uninzi lwabantu abasetyhini abazokuba kolu hambo bazokwenza imisebenzi eyahlukeneyo elizokuqinisekisa ukuba olu hambo lube yimpumelelo. Kubaphandi abachithe ixesha befunda ngentsholongwane kagawulayo, ichiza lokuphelisa lo bhubhane wesi sifo bukhangeleka iyinto yethetye. Kukwazisa ukuhlolwa kwentsholongwane oluntwini, ukhawulezise unike abathe bosuleleka i-antiretroviral i-ARVs ezithomalalisa esi sifo ukuze singosuleli abanye. Loo nto ibijongwe njengoba izokwehlisa inani lwabantu abasulelekayo futhi iyiphelise nya le ntsholongwane. Kodwa akhange kube njalo kuba izifundo ezininzi zexabiso liphezulu ezenziwe kule minyaka edlulileyo zibonise loo mizamo ingeyompumelelo. Loo nto ibangela ukuba iinkcubabuchopho ziqaqanjelwe yintloko. Isifundo sophando esitsha kwaye nesisesona sikhulu esakhe saveliswa kwinkomfa ye-retroviruses kunye nosuleleko olukhawulezayo libonise inzuzo encinci. Kodwa ukuthe kwakhwanqisa abaninzi kukuba akhange kubekho ukuhla kwenani lwabasulelekileyo kwiqela ebelithe lasetyenziswa ukwenza olu phando njengoko bekulindelekile. uColin Uji oyi-epidemiologist kwisikolo sogqirha United Kingdom esibizwa ukuba iBrighton and Sussex uthe, ukuphelisa intsholongwane kagawulayo kunganzima ukogqitha indlela ebilindelwe ngayo, kwaye i-ARVs zizodwa azisosisombululo. U-Iwuji bingomnye abancedise ukwenza uphando ngaphambili olubizwa ukuba yi-South African Treatment as Prevention Trials. Esi sifundo sitsha sibizwa ukuba yi-Population Effects of Antiretroviral Therapy to Reduce HIV Transmission. Siquke isigidi sabantu abasele bekhulile baseZambia nakweli loMzantsi Afrika. Xeshikweni siqale ekupheleni konyaka ka-2013 uphando lwaveza ukuba i-ARVs azehlisi intsholongwane kuphela, kodwa zinako ukunqanda abantu bangosulelani. Ososayensi bafumanise isiganeko sokuqala senyosi ezizinkunzi zinena iinyosi ezingazizalanga zibe zinethemba lokuba zobuye zibe ngootata abatsha bezinyosi ezincinci. Iinyosi ezizimazi ezimdaka ngombala ezibizwa ukuba zii-Mediterranean bees ziye zigrumbe umphakathi weentyatyambo ukuze zibeke amaqanda azo kuzo. Ezi nyosi azifani neenyosi zobusi kuba zisebenza zodwa, azincediswa ngabantwana bazo. Inyosi eyimazi iba yiyo eqokelela inektar kunye nempova ukuze yondle iintsana zayo. Kwizihlambi ezingama-78 abaphandi bafumanise ukuba iinyosi esele zikhulile ezizinkunzi ziye zihlale emnyango ngeli xesha inyosi eyimazi sayofuna ukutya. Le nkunzi yenyosi ibonwa isenza unako-nako ukuze imbovane ebekwe emnyango ngabaphandi kuba befuna ukubona indlela ezokwenza ngalo xa ilingwa ingangeni ilimaze intsana. Le mbovane ibekwe kangangamatyeli angama-41 futhi kangangesiqingatha apho le nyosi idudulele ngaphandle komnyango lembovane. Xa imazi ibuya, imazi yenyosi ikrwempa umqolo wale nyosi ibikade inena iintsana zayo itsho ibuye umva ukuze ikwazi ukungena emva koko iphinde ibuyele ekugadeni umnyango. Kwiingqoji ezingama-265 ezihloliweyo bezingaphantsi kwe-29% iinyosi ezinenayo ezingabazali bezinye. Inqaku lokugqibela namhlanje, indoda yeli loMzantsi Afrika kwisixeko saseBhayi eMpuma Koloni iphoncuke emihlathini yentlanzi iBride Whale. uRena Shimf noneminyaka engama-51 noyi-marine conservationist uthe ngethuba eshicilela umhlambi wentlanzi isardines wafumana ilishwa lokunqakulwa yile whale ngethuba yona ibona isidla sayo semihla ngemihla isardines yaye yadibanisa nayo kuba ebephakathi kwazo ezintlanzi. lo kaShimfu nonamawonga kulo msebenzi wokushicilela phansi kwamanzi kunye namava eminyaka efikelela kuma-20 uthe uve uxinzelelo esinqeni sakhe kwangoko wabe uyakuqonda okwenzekileyo kanti ngalo lonke lo xesha uxabe emlonyeni weweli ukwathe ucinga ukuba iweli le ithe isakufumanisa ukuphazama kwaye ekwenzileyo yabe iyamtyekeza ukwathe ukuphuma kwakhe emanzini kunxweme elo kunye noogxa bakhe baye bajonga ukuba akho monakalo wenzekileyo emzimbeni wakhe kunye nezixhobo zokusebenza kodwa ngentlahla yonke into ibilungile kwaye engabi kwahlaba kukangako besinako ke mawethu de kube lixesha elizayo kamnandi.
Well, that is, of course, science, tech, news, right here on Ekse, the best youth show in the land. And right about now on the local couches, we're joined by multi-award-winning singer, songwriter, and vocalist, the incredible Our Woman Crush Wednesday. Namhlanje, Berita.
Hey.
You said DiAGEO Shane.
Yeah, Ndicel'iKiss. Am I
But-
pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
DiAGEO. Yeah.
Is it?
You deserve a kiss.
Hey, I think deep down inside me, I have that Xhosa vibe. Maybe I was reborn. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
You performed your latest single for us
Yes.
at the top of the show. I want to know what's the story behind it. And I'm sure guys would want to kiss you. So you're not the one going out there and saying, I need a kiss, I need a kiss. So tell us the story behind that, the creative process.
It's actually a song that I wrote last year, December.
Oh, okay.
And I was just taking a songwriting retreat alone. You know, I love my guitar, so sometimes I'll go away and just play.
Okay.
And it just came to me naturally. And I liked it because the melody was innocent.
Yes.
And a kiss can be an innocent thing
Exactly.
too. It's like that mother-daughter kiss, or when you
Yes.
go back home, your
Yes.
grandmother
It's
kisses
like a
you.
warmth.
Or even that kiss on the forehead,
Yeah.
you know. But it can also be something intimate and romantic and
Yes.
passionate and full of emotion.
Yes.
So I thought it was something that had not been said before in a song, the way I said it.
Yeah.
So I went for it.
Hey, man.
It's an amazing song, and I must say, you always produce hits after hits. Even this song is like, people were singing along in school, they were loving the song.
Thank
Is it-
you.
do you always feel the pressure before releasing a song? Do you always feel the
Yeah.
pressure of releasing a hit?
No, I think for me, I really love music.
Yeah.
So it's something that comes naturally.
Yes.
I want to make music that people can relate to.
Yes.
So from why you foolish
Hey.
You know that song?
I'm trying not to get goosebumps on the show.
Yeah.
So from that was the first song I ever released with Thandolwethu, and since then I just keep making music and enjoying life.
Yeah. But what keeps you going? Because sometimes the life of a musician can become hectic and things like that. And like you said, sometimes you feel that pressure of
Yeah.
it should be a hit or it should be
Should
that.
be.
But what keeps you going and bringing us the music that you bring?
You know, I've been doing this for 7 years now. I
Wow.
started when I was a second-year student in the Eastern Cape at Walter Sisulu University, and back then I used to juggle music and school. Then I
Okay.
graduated and focused on music. And for me, the love for music keeps me going.
Yeah.
And even on days when it's difficult, I just take it easy.
Yes.
That's kind of what I do. If it's a really difficult day, I don't have to be hard on myself.
Yes.
You know, I've got a long life to live.
Of course.
So, and I feel like that's something as the youth we must
Yeah.
know, because there's so much going on. There's so much depression.
Exactly.
You know, some people, it's easy to have thoughts that are going to make you not move forward.
Yes.
You know, but sometimes you just gotta know that we're still young.
Of
And,
course.
you
Live
know,
life.
so
Yeah.
just take it easy.
Yes.
Rest and keep going.
Yeah.
course.
I want to let's go back to the fact that you went to Walter Sisulu University in your second year. Your career just blew off. You were this.
I wish it blew.
It
I
did.
wish it
That
blew.
song was huge. We were singing that song all over South Africa, all over the world. People were singing that song. How was the transition like from being a student to being now a full-time singer performing?
Yeah.
How
You
was that
know, it
transition?
was difficult because when I started, I didn't know things were going to
Yeah.
happen. It looks like it happened quickly, but it was a lot of hard work, a
Yeah.
lot of difficult times trying to balance both music and school.
Yes.
And also realizing, the importance, I have to say, the importance of school, guys. And also it's important that even if you train to or study something, the world demands so much more of you. So now I'm not just a singer and a songwriter. I own my own record label, Selling Music, and I co-produce the music. I own property. I there's so many other things that I do that all center around being just well-rounded, because now you can't just be one thing.
Of course not. You do know we love you in Cape Town.
Yeah.
You actually have a lot of fans in Cape Town as well. And you were just mentioning before the ad break that you are looking, to perform in Cape Town as well, and you love that intimate scene. Is that what you offer when people come to your live shows?
I have different sets. I love performing.
Okay.
I'm actually very excited because I was announced last night as part of the 2019 Cape Town Jazz Festival.
Oh wow! There we go.
I'm coming to the Cape Town Jazz as part of the Oliver Mtukudzi tribute. I worked with Oliver Mtukudzi a lot. Even had a song called Mwana Mai with Oliver Mtukudzi and Brahima Segela.
Okay.
So I'm going to be tributing that at the Cape Town Jazz. I'm very excited about it. And then other than that, I definitely want to come back and perform. I want to come back for a live and intimate with Berita. And then I want to come back with my full band, and it's going to be a show.
I think we need a hashtag right now. Hashtag Berita comes to Cape Town. I think that should be the hashtag and make it trend. You said you work with the likes of Hugh Masekela, Oliver. Who else are you looking forward to work with in the entertainment? Because for me, if I were to work with those people, I'll be like, I'm done.
I did it.
I've done it. Who else would Berita like to work with?
Well, I'm working on my new album right now, so I can't reveal who else I want to work with. But it's just an exciting time, and music is changing all the time. So, I try and just open myself up, but also keep true to who I am.
Of course.
Talking about that album, what can we expect as a fans? And because Berita always sings about love. Is Berita in love?
I don't always sing about love. I have 3 albums. My second album is called Songs of Empowerment, and it's a Viva Africa album. My boo, And so what really inspired me to sing was, ukuziqhenya as umuntu omnyama. I really wanted, to, when young people look at me, or even, anyone, as Africans, so much of our identity has been taken away from us, and we're still just trying to figure it out. And, that's what I also hoped to do in music. That's why even the way I dress, I always keep it African all the time, because that's what I'm about. And then what other question did you ask?
Is Berita in love?
I'm very much in love.
Hey! Okay, are we dropping names before we go?
No.
Unfortunately, not, man. Listen, Berita, thank you so much for coming and gracing our stage. I'm really looking forward to what is next in your career, because South Africa does a lot of things, flakka, bringing people from the dead and all of those
Thank
things.
you.
But thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a quick
My
ad break.
pleasure.
We'll be taking selfies during the break. See you now.
Lucky us.
Welcome back, beautiful Ekse-nators. You are still tuning to Ekse. We're taking you all the way till 5 p.m. Remember, the hashtag we are using today is hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. We want to know what gives you that Wednesday wisdom on a Wednesday. And a couple of tweets has been coming in. We have one from Karabo, is it Mohoko, who says, "Good day, beautiful people of Ekse. We become as we see ourselves. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom." Yes, I see myself as a billionaire. No money yet, but we do become that. Also, we have Ziggy, who says, "Embrace every type of greatness and watch Ekse live." Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. Yeah, if you're not watching Ekse, what are you doing? Another one comes from Goku. Is that the Super Saiyan? Let us know. Goku says, "You have a moral responsibility to be the best version of yourself that you can be and to help motivate others to do the same. Giving anything less than your best is just a waste." Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. So don't give it less than your best. Give it your best. Giving their best on the yellow couches is Sia and Sinalo. What is up on the yellow couches?
Thank you so much for saying we're giving our best.
Yay!
Hey, thank you so much. Well, right now on the yellow couches, we're joined by Snetemba Mafanya, all the way from DET SA. We're going to talk about the new fundraising project, which sets to address the issues of social issues and, of course, technology right here in Mzansi. He's there to tell us more about the work that they do and, of course, how we can be part of that fundraising project. Snetemba, thank you so much for joining us.
Great to be here.
Before we go into the fundraising project that you guys are doing, which is incredibly amazing, must tell Banzi about DIAGEO SA. What do you guys do?
The DIAGEO South Africa Empowerment Trust is effectively a social impact fund in South Africa, so it invests both in black-owned and women-owned businesses solely for the purpose of social impact across the country.
And then, so you say, who benefits from the initiative?
Well, it depends. I mean, we've got three core areas of focus. What I'm here to talk about today is about social entrepreneurs who are focusing in the niche space of technology in order to solve problems that we have in society. And it's a careful mix of kind of dispelling the myth that you can't do good and make money at the same time, but also forward-looking in terms of how applicable all of our solutions in our economy is for the future against global competitors as we live in a globalized world.
I want to touch on that because you say it's seven-side technology to address issues that are facing our communities. What kind of issues will you guys be addressing?
Sure. We have effectively three challenge areas. One called Grow Nation, which is effectively agri-tech. We as a consumer goods company in the beverage space make beverages across the continent, some of which is sorghum-based, malt-based, maize-based. And as a consequence, we're challenging people out there to find solution for young emerging farmers. And I think this is particularly topical given the conversation around land and the productive use of land, etc. And what we found is that these emerging farmers have massive obstacles to overcome versus commercial farmers. And technology can really kind of bridge the gap between commercial farmers and emerging farmers and make us relevant for the future.
Do you see how relevant technology can be?
Yeah, even in farming, never did I expect. I want to ask you, Snetemba, last year there was the fundraising that you guys did, right? Now that is totally different to what you guys are doing this year. Am I correct?
Yeah, so last year we kind of more broadly looked at social entrepreneurship. It wasn't specific to technology. But there are a lot of players in the space. The word social entrepreneurship is very topical, it's very buzzwordy, and people jump on top of it, much like entrepreneurship itself. But we thought that really what kind of differentiates people on the curve from generation to generation is really technology. And so I've got two young sons, and one of my biggest concerns, both from an educational point of view and a relevance for employment point of view, is when they compete against China, when they compete against the US, it's going to be in the sphere of technology. So how are we preparing our children to have the mindset in order for technology to really play a big part? Because that's how we'll become competitive as an economy.
So basically what you guys are trying to achieve is basically putting us at the same level as USA and the world, basically is what...
Yeah, so effectively, I mean, I've been across the world talking both around entrepreneurship, investments, etc. And one of the biggest differentiators, you would think that it's all about knowledge, but it's actually not. It's about access and opportunity
Yeah.
and actually trying to start entrepreneurships. I don't know about you, but when I was younger, you were encouraged to become a doctor, a
Yeah.
lawyer,
No, sure. We
go to
still are.
varsity,
No, we still
anything. And that's a very risk-averse society. But in order to be relevant, in truth, you need people starting businesses. And the US or China isn't better at business because they're smarter or anything else. They've got the critical mass. They are doing hundreds of thousands of businesses starting and failing all the time. But what do you see on television? All you see is Facebook, LinkedIn, and all these massive companies. And you think to yourself, where do these ideas come from? But as an investor, I can tell you, 9 other businesses failed in order for those businesses to be created.
Yeah.
And we need to get into a mindset where we told both ourselves and children, etc., that, failing is a good thing because you learn from failing.
Yeah.
And you need to fail fast and as
Yeah.
quickly as possible.
Sure.
And I think that's just a paradigm shift or a mindset shift that we need to have as a society.
I like the fact that this year you're focusing mostly on social entrepreneurship, which is something that's currently growing because it's not only about making profit, it's also about taking care of the social things that are currently happening in South Africa or around the world.
Sure.
Let's talk about how you guys determine the top 15 who are being shortlisted.
Sure. We've got thousands of current registrations,
Yeah.
as well as current ideas that are on the platform. But it's more a function about determining value either for the future. And to be honest with you, we also don't know. I think some of the time you hear a DIAGEO or an SAB or you hear these big names and you're like, these people understand value.
Yeah.
But in truth, in the entrepreneurship space, that's not necessarily true. What is true is that they have very focused areas in which they're very good at or much better than other people. So what you need to be able to determine going forward from a value to a top 50, for example, is this innovative? Is it scalable? Is it different, and does it actually solve a particular problem?
Yeah.
But also, does it have a market?
Yeah.
Ultimately, can you create something where this can apply in Cameroon, Nigeria, etc.? And what's exciting for us is really around, we're in 48 odd countries on the
Yeah.
African continent.
Yeah.
What is the potential for somebody to come up with an idea in South Africa that we can apply across the 66,000 emerging farmers who provide for Diageo on a yearly basis, which is 500,000 households? And imagine how big a market that is for an individual such as yourself if you created that business.
Senator, thank you so much for joining us on our Yellow Couches. Do check out www.socialtext.app.co.za to find out more information about this initiative. However, let us quickly jump over to Abby. Sibone bana i-paragliding ithini?
Ngithethe nje.
Uyayiva bana siqala njani, siyenza njani? Abby, what you got there for us?
We are here on Signal Hill for me to get my daily dose of adrenaline rush. If you're an adventure junkie, come check it out and stay tuned. Everybody wants a little more adventure in their life, and paragliding is the perfect way to get that desired adrenaline rush. With the best combination of adventure, amazing views, and safety, this is something anybody can do. Because safety is the main priority, every flyer gets a helmet before being strapped into the harness and then attached to the tandem pilot. That's right, this isn't a solo ride. Every tandem flight has an experienced paraglider doing all the work. Paragliding pilot Francois has been enjoying the sport since he was 14 years old, meaning he already has about 8 years of experience under his belt. So if you're worried or scared, the pilots show their passion for the sport so everybody knows they are in good hands. In fact, a common comment and feedback is that once a new flyer is up in the air, all their fears disappear. Francois expresses his passion and love for the sport to help ease the mind before taking off and soaring above the city of Cape Town. Once you're in the air, the views of the city below and the ocean ahead are something you could dream of. As you slowly float 200 meters above the ground, you appreciate all the views Cape Town has to offer. You're looking in all directions, enjoying the calmness, and then it's time for some air acrobatics. A quick rush of adrenaline runs through your body right before you're preparing to land. You slowly approach the ground again, where people are waiting to help assist in a safe and smooth landing. You get to walk away with an adrenaline high, new appreciation of Cape Town's beauty, and the experience of a lifetime. This experience is all thanks to the safe and simple process, the friendly staff, and passionate pilots. Francois is so passionate about the sport that he explained how he found a career through paragliding. He says, "About 3 years ago, I dropped out of university. I decided it's not for me. I really want to live my life, and I decided to come down to Cape Town and met up with Parapacks. And now, here I am. Use that inspiration and go live your life, right after you finish watching Ekse."
Hi guys, welcome back. And if you just saw that was about paragliding, I think that was super lekker, no? Because I also want to do that once upon a time, eventually, later on in my life. But right now, I'm going to be speaking to Tony Williams. Hi Tony, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Yes, and now Tony, if you didn't know, he is currently the manager, the curriculum manager at STEM. And that you work for Curro Holdings as well. And I think that's so brilliant. Oh, and I think that is so brilliant, and that you also teach coding and robotics, and you are the first school that does this here in Cape Town?
I'm not sure if we're the first school,
Yeah.
but we are miles ahead of any other.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started with the IT curriculum in grade 1. So we have it from grade 1 up till grade 12, and they do coding when they get to grade 3. Grade 2, grade 3, they start coding already.
And can you just tell the viewers out there what does STEM actually mean? What does it stand for? Yeah.
Well, I'm the manager of STEAMED. We put a
STEAMED.
D
Oh,
behind it.
Okay.
A lot of
STEAM.
people talk about STEM or STEAM.
Yeah.
The government's going to go STEAM Mac. But we talk STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, maths, and then design, where the coding comes in. But it's not the individual subjects. It's actually the integration of all those subjects, a little bit of everything together,
So
STEAMED.
we're the fourth industrial revolution that knows about robotics and learning about it as well. Can you tell me a little bit more about that concept?
Well, the concept of fourth industrial revolution is actually the fusion of all the other revolutions. The first one in the 1870s started with machining, and then 100 years after that, electricity came in. The third industrial revolution saw technology and the digital age. And all of those were 100 years apart, and now we're not even 50 years onwards, and here comes the fourth one, which they also call the cyber physics. So it's taking the digital, and it's taking the physical body, the biological, and they're all fusing it together, and that is
Just
the fourth.
shows how fast the world's actually spinning, hey?
Yes, not taking 100 years anymore,
Yeah.
50 years. The
Do
next
you-
one might be 25 years.
Do you think that robotics is going to take over humans' existence?
No, definitely not. They will have a great impact though. Lots of people might lose their jobs. So people need to really get on top of it, because you always need people to program that robot. I mean, the law is not passed that a robot cannot shoot a gun. You cannot shoot a bullet. You need the finger of a human on the trigger, and that's the law everywhere in the world. So with that in mind, somebody needs to control it, and we as humans need to get on the right side of the robotics line.
I like that idea. So tell me about the students. Can the students build their own robots at the school, or is it, do they get the robots and like, yeah, here you go, here's the design, you do you.
Well,
How
let
does it work?
me tell you what
How does it
Curro
work?
does. In grade 2, we start off with a we do. We do it's fun, it's programming, it's little pictures that they drag in. That's grade 2 and grade 3. Grade 4, 5, and 6, they start with these guys. So grade 4, they will design, and tonight we have the launch of the World Robot Olympiad, not far away from here, at the
That's
MTN
nice.
Science Center.
Yeah.
And you know, Curro is in such a high level of robotics in the world. A team from KZN Curro represented us in 2015 in Doha, Qatar. I actually got the picture here of the South African team where
that's
they were.
lovely.
In
Oh, that's lovely.
2016, we represented, 2 teams represented South Africa in Delhi, New Delhi, in India. In 2017, a team went over to Costa Rica. We just came back now from Thailand in 2018 November, where we also represented the world. In 2016, we actually came, one of our teams, and this is a coach now at one of our clubs, that one there, they came 5th in the world, beating Germany, Japan, and that was in robo soccer.
Japan,
And
one of the biggest ever. no?
Yes, and here's the robot that did it. This was the robot, they play soccer. We've got the ball here, this is a soccer ball, it's got infrared on it.
Oh, can I also touch it?
Yeah.
I was thinking about touching it inside already. This seems very solid though. Yeah.
And you know what, it actually works on infrared. So I
Like
didn't think about it, but all these things are what you have in the remote control at home. And while I was playing, and my daughter changes the channel on TV, the robot chased after the remote control because it's infrared.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so what?
That is so cute.
What will happen here is if I put it on, it will attack the ball.
Okay.
Let me just do that for you.
Can I also press the button?
You press the top
Okay,
button.
okay.
I'll try and control
Tell
the
me
ball.
when, tell me when.
You can press it.
Okay. Ooh, ooh.
Okay, so it was looking for the ball, and then it will
That
chase
is
the
like
ball.
genius.
I did not think of one thing though. I didn't think of all the TV equipment with infrared around here, so I think he's quite confused.
He's really like all over the show.
He's all
yeah.
over the show.
Oh
Let me
my
put
word,
him
that is
away.
So cool. So what kind of robots are in stores in South Africa right now that you can tell me about? Do you know anything about that?
Yes, the Lego Robotics is quite big, the Mindstorms. It's the most common one. You can buy it at any Lego place. And you can build anything what you can dream of. You can build. This one that I brought here has got a ultrasonic sensor. So
What does that do?
the ultrasonic sensor is like a bat. It can see distance.
Oh, so if
So
I
I
stand
can
here,
program it to come as close to you as I want to, or stop at a certain. So this one is programmed. If I put my hand within 10 centimeters, it will stop.
okay.
It's got a light sensor here, so this one will look for the black line. It's got a touch sensor, so I can control it by touching it, or if it touches something. So these kiddies build these.
Make it
Make
go
it work.
on. Yeah,
I'll make
please.
it work.
I want to see. It's so interesting.
Okay, this one doesn't work with infrared, so what will happen if I touch it? It will
Yeah.
go forward up to about there, and then it will start looking for that line. And if I put something in front of it,
It
will stop. It goes
So
like that.
what materials do you use to bring this all together? And where
That's-
does the inspiration come from also?
This is only Lego. So if you love Lego, you build from small.
Oh, that's must
You
yeah.
design, yeah. This
When
is
you like in like 5, not 1 years old, I think. Then, I remember the people used to come to stores and be like, "Hey, where's the Legos? Where's the Legos?" Like, I want to just play Legos. People are just interested in Legos today.
no kid could brought Lego into South Africa in 1961 on DF Malan Airport with a suitcase.
Okay.
Yeah, he left a millionaire.
A
But
millionaire.
yeah,
Yeah.
this one I've got here, we use for beginners. That one,
So you were working with your cell phone now?
yes, because it's also got Bluetooth and all that, so
Nice, Lego.
I can control that one.
Wait, how are you
And
controlling
the-
that one then?
And
Ooh,
you can
look
also
at
do that.
Look here, guys. Like this. You use your finger. Oh, this is so quiet. I like it so much. Tony, thank you so much. This is really exciting to learn about the robotics and what is happening actually here in South Africa and also in Curro. Thank you so much for your phone. In Curro Holdings. Thank you. Guys, if you enjoyed this, stick with the social medias and comment all you like. We want to hear from you. Okay?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
yes, you're still tuning in. Ekse, we give you the science on a Wednesday, and you give us the wisdom on a Wednesday. Let's see what the guys are saying on our social media platforms. And remember, if you want to add your 2 cents, all you got to do is use the hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. Now we have another tweet coming in from Kay, who says, some people feel the rain, others just get wet. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. I love that. Some feel the rain, others just get wet. Another one is coming in from the Art Living Room, who says, a guru is never judgmental. He is very accommodating, compassionate, and wants only the best for you. Not even the second best, only the best. I think I'm a bit of a guru. As a guru, let me know on social media. I want to know, am I a guru? Last one coming from Zari. What Zari are you? Dear child, it's ironic how you keep holding on to bad love, thinking that time and patience will turn it sweet. Hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. Where are we going?
We are going to...
Let's check out Danny at the Robotics Olympiads. The means is confused.
I work for Care for Education, an NPO, which is the Lego Foundation arm in South Africa. I work with robotics specifically, and also train and manage the robotics competition in the country, World Robot Olympiad, and help with publicizing FLL and gear.
Let's talk about robotics. Robotics has been the buzzword with coding as a holistic approach to a STEM solution for a while now, and is being implemented worldwide.
Within World Robot Olympiad, there are challenges. There's a regular category which is table-based, where teams of 2 or 3 in 3 age groups, 6 to 12 elementary, 13 to 15 junior, and 16 to 19 senior, plus robot soccer, and also advanced robotics category. The teams participate. The challenges come out at the beginning of the year, and the teams work for approximately 5 months, programming and building robots for a solution. And then they come to the provincial competitions where they participate and qualify to go to the national competition. At the nationals, we take our national winners to international competitions on an annual basis. It's around about 10 teams so approximately 30 learners on an annual basis that participate. We've done really well in the past. In 2018, we were in the middle 30%, but we have had winners in the open category, a 2nd and a 4th place in the world. In WRO football, we had a 5th in the world 2 years ago in Delhi, and our best place in the regular categories are sort of between 12th and 25th. Any team, any participants can participate in the competition as long as they make up a team. It doesn't have to be school related, as long as they have obviously an EV3 robotics set. Then we also have the open categories, which is more like Science Expo challenges, where they build a solution related to a theme. And obviously on an annual basis, the themes change. Last year, the main theme for the competition was food matters. And this year, the theme for all the tables and even the open categories is smart cities. As far as robotics and school curriculum is concerned, at a national level with the Department of Education, there is nothing at the moment. In the private sector, many schools have actually started using robotics and coding from grade 1 to 7 within school time, because they see the vision of 21st century skills, the 4th industrial revolution, etc. But many of the provinces and the departments within provinces and at national level are recognizing the need and starting to show interest and see how they can put this into practice. As far as the 4th industrial revolution is concerned, South Africa is a 3rd world country, so we're always slow on the uptake, and also our currency is not that great, but that does give an opportunity for entrepreneurs to come up with our own versions of many things. So there's lots of robotics, there's lots of AI in the country. AI obviously is not physical robotics specific. It's bots within software. So that's easily developed here, and South Africa is up to that. Within the physical robotics used in manufacturing and in industry, most of that stuff is imported. I know of robotics companies here that do manufacture robots to work in our local conditions, for example, in the mining industry. Students from disadvantaged areas can definitely be part of any of the competitions. There's no reservation for anybody. Okay, but the problem is the equipment. So unlike paper-based and online competitions, you need the equipment to actually show that your programming and the solution that you have runs through a robot on a solution on a table. So that is one of our challenges at the moment, and we're trying to, with the help of universities, also SASTA NRF, the Department of Science and Technology, NPOs around the country, to accumulate funding so that we can firstly expose science centers to the product so that kids become aware of it, and then to see how we can take the next step to upscale. From a career path perspective, robotics covers a lot of the STEMmy subjects. So from mathematics to the sciences to physics, no chemistry, but and coding typically. So to have some experience in any of those, okay, is going to help actually your understanding and the approach to your curricular subject at school. So yes, it may affect it. Certainly for people interested in having hands-on experiences and technology, it'll definitely affect it, and they have more experiences because the career paths now are a lot more diverse than they were before. You know, there are many, many different options to choose within engineering. And I think all it does, if you have an interest in engineering in the first place or a technology in the first place, this will help you decide into which one of the engineering or technical faculties you could go.
And that is the ET Scratch 3.0 for those that are doing robotics. Okay, don't know the Scratch 3.0 now is out there, it's free, and you can actually do Scratch coding for that same robotics product as well.
And you are still tuning to Ekse on your four corners to join into the conversation. On Facebook, we are Ekse. On Cape Town TV. Why? On Twitter, we are Ekse_live. 021-4480-448 is the number to join into tonight's conversation. We are speaking science and technology, but we will jump quickly to social climate change. On March the 15th, there were 900 odd students who gathered all in Parliament here in Cape Town with Greta. Greta is a student from the Switzerland, and she is behind the hashtag Global Strike for Climate. Let's quickly go to Greta and see what she has for us and what she's going to teach us, as it has affected us all in South Africa and around the world. Greta, what have you got for us?
My name is Greta Thunberg. I am 15 years old and I'm from Sweden. I speak on behalf of climate justice now. Many people say that Sweden is just a small country and it doesn't matter what we do. But I've learned that you are never too small to make a difference. And if a few children can get headlines all over the world just by not going to school, then imagine what we could all do together if we really wanted to. But to do that, we have to speak clearly, no matter how uncomfortable that may be. You only speak of green, eternal economic growth because you are too scared of being unpopular. You only talk about moving forward with the same bad ideas that got us into this mess, even when the only sensible thing to do is pull the emergency brake. You are not mature enough to tell it like it is. Even that burden you leave to us children. But I don't care about being popular. I care about climate justice and a living planet. Our civilization is being sacrificed for the opportunity of a very small number of people to continue making enormous amounts of money. Our biosphere is being sacrificed so that rich people in countries like mine can live in luxury. It is the sufferings of the many which pay for the luxuries of the few. The year 2078, I will celebrate my 75th birthday. If I have children, maybe they will spend that day with me. Maybe they will ask me about you. Maybe they will ask why you didn't do anything while there still was time to act. You say you love your children above all else, and yet you are stealing their future in front of their very eyes. Until you start focusing on what needs to be done, rather than what is politically possible, there is no hope. We cannot solve a crisis without treating it as a crisis. We need to keep the fossil fuels in the ground, and we need to focus on equity. And if solutions within this system are so impossible to find, then maybe we should change the system itself. We have not come here to beg world leaders to care. You have ignored us in the past, and you will ignore us again. We have run out of excuses, and we are running out of time. We have come here to let you know that change is coming, whether you like it or not. The real power belongs to the people. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? Apparently we dinosaurs now, Sinalo.
Yes, you are.
It didn't come from me.
It came from me.
Okay. Okay, listen, man, we came, we saw, we conquered, we had an amazing show. We had music, we had science, we have everything for you guys today. As Dini, a delicious dish of entertainment. Oh, I feel like on word for word. As Dini, a delicious dish, dan weet ek nie wat julle taste buds speak.
Definitely, man. It was absolutely an amazing show. Berita was there performing a brand new song called Ndicel'iKiss, kaloku. And she gave me a kiss, not him. But if you want to see more of that, Cash will repeat tomorrow between 7 to 8 in the morning. Do what you gotta do to make sure you're part of the show.
Oh yes, do not forget as well, we are also on YouTube, Ekse Cape Town TV. If you missed the 7 o'clock, because tomorrow morning, but we do want to thank you for welcoming us into your lounges, into your kitchens, into your study areas.
And because you enjoyed that, we want you to stay with us all the time. Just
Definitely.
Of course.
Yeah. Did you enjoy that?
Very much so.
There we go.
I did
enjoy that.
We did. It's an amazing show.
I did, and I never thought that I'd had such an amazing show with the newbies. I mean, you know, we always welcome you. Sinalo, what do you think?
We always welcome him, but not as welcome.
Not as,
but
yeah. They wanted to take us on.
We'll take you on now. We're taking you on now.
Oh, we'll take them on. At the end of the show, thank you so much for joining us. We love you. My name is Zar Forbes.
It's not a Jonas, but
See ya, Biguana.
I'm Zimaimi.
We Ekse. We Ekse. Hey, we Ekse. Yeah, boy.